my God. Okay. I was totally ready to go live. And then I was summoned. I was summoned to go make a meal. I'm so very sorry. I'm here now, though. I'm here. I'm fully present. This shit is like crack. I don't know what any of that says, but it's from Thailand. Thailand has some good shit. I'm just saying. I'm not from Thailand, but this shit is like sweet, but it burns. Kind of like me. All right, let's get started. This is for Blu-rays. We're going to take our time with this, okay? We have to. We have no other options but to take our time with this because this is like a profound message. I mean, granted, I don't know what the message is yet. But I do know, I can feel it. It's profound. I feel myself burning. I don't know if it's because of the spicy sweet mango. I got some heat on another level. Like I can feel my esophagus burning. Maybe it's burning with truth. I don't know. So I'm just getting the cards all ready. There's some stuff we need to talk about. I don't know what it is, but I know it's important. We're going to find out right now, okay? Just getting all the cards out. How are you guys doing? Today has been a fucking string of just weird shit. Weird shit. If y'all follow me on Facebook, you probably saw me go live asking you to entertain me. That was a valid request. Okay, there we go. Whew. Here we go. Oh, 4 cards. Okay, immediately we're denying something. Immediately. Whatever it is, this is a very difficult topic to kind of go over. I'm asking soul, like, what is this topic even? What's it about? Because we kind of need to know. So that way we can kind of like take care of it, you know? I'm being told it's something that you've been being very defensive about. I mean, I would even go so far as to say combative. You know, like you're fighting your own process. You are fighting your own journey. It's something that really needs your attention and you keep trying not to. And that's the very thing that's leaving you so, like, feeling so depleted, so beat up, so just like, maybe we're experiencing spiritual PMS. I'm just saying it could potentially be that, like some sort of spiritual PMS where we don't quite realize yet that we're about to ovulate. And it's causing us to be so ridiculously like hypersensitive to everything. But then I also feel like for some of us, it feels like we feel as though someone has been playing with our feelings or interfering with our growth. So we put these 2 cards together. Like someone, maybe this is just a feeling that we have where we think that there's someone that is trying to make us feel this way, that it's something behind the scenes, but now we're seeing it for what it is. Could also be paranoia. I'm wondering if for those of us who don't really have a reason to feel that way, I'm wondering if we're picking up on what's approaching, what's headed our way, what's causing us to have all our hairs sticking up, but there's really nothing in front of us that is telling us we're in danger. We did have a previous reading that was pretty intense. I don't remember the details. I don't remember the details of it. Michael's just saying there was a reading that was previously done that was very intense. Can you tell me what it was? Because I don't remember. Like threats? Is that what you mean? Like threatening us? I hate when you do that. He goes, it's for you to recall. Why bring it up then? I didn't recall that shit until you said something. Heaven sent. Information's coming down. This is heaven sent information, and you need to receive the message, okay? If you are Blu-ray, this is not coming in through the third eye, okay? Blu-rays don't receive message through the third eye. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Oftentimes it comes as a vibration in the throat, okay? Off the charts in 80 zone, a lot in the delta range. Fucking transmission is entering the transmission is entering. That's because, okay. When did that solar storm start? Yesterday, a few days ago? When exactly did that start? Do you know? So Schumann off the charts in 80 zone, a lot in the delta range, solar storm yesterday. That's why. Oh, good God. Information is coming in. Look, it's coming in. It's coming in. That information, we don't receive that through the third eye. We receive it in the throat. Those Blu-rays who are here for like mission type of life or existence, or I don't know how to put it. It enters here, but it's received in the throat. So if you've been feeling like just randomly choking on your spit, like a weird itchy or vibration in the throat, sometimes a vibration in the forehead and just like a weird ache in the throat, nothing severe. You might be receiving downloads, okay? So hold on. It's a lot of information. Let's see. So I'm also now being told that something's being put into play. It felt like something something not so good, something not so nice. Maybe it's a next step that, God, it really sucks having to censor myself on my own fucking channel. I will talk about this. No, I won't, because I won't remember. Fucking A. Maybe I'll do a post on TikTok about this because the Chinese don't seem to care. You can put whatever the fuck you want on there, pretty much, from what I'm seeing. They don't seem to care about these types of topics. They will still not affect your reach. So I'll do a little read for Blu-rays on TikTok. Fuck you too, you fucking bully. Okay, anyways, so things are coming in. We're taking the next step for something pretty intense. Let's see. Letting go, love, and visions. We have to let go of this need to hold on to our own processes. Things will happen the way they're meant to happen, okay? It will just happen the way it's meant to happen. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be all fearful and like paralyzed by the fear. As Blu-rays, we have done this so many different times. Katie, let me be the reason you start up a TikTok. And then the love, there's something that's hidden. There's a hidden component that's been bound. Okay, there's a hidden component that's been bound and it's now affixed to the surface. It's on the surface. So we're going to discover this soon. Also, really quick, I keep forgetting to mention, for those of you that have been saying my readings on YouTube are too long and that you've been waiting for other signs to have their readings, TikTok for all the signs. They're only a minute long. Enjoy yourself. So visions. This is about love. This is something that's hidden. Aphrodite has to do with love, right? Shadow has to do with the moon. Moon talks about shadow energies, things that are hidden, lunar, goddess, magnetism. Magnetism. Okay, so, okay, that's weird. The juxtaposition. Forbidden playfulness. There's someone who is your equal. See that 44? There's someone who is your equal. And I don't know if maybe that connection is forbidden. I don't know if maybe it's someone who maybe you dismiss them because, I don't know, they did something to hurt you, abandoned you, betrayed you. This doesn't feel new. This feels like something that's been going on, like it happened maybe a while back. And it's that's coming back to the surface as well. That's totally coming back to the surface. Okay. Shit talker, I swear to God. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is a lot of cards. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of cards. I thought it was okay. That's fine. So comparisons are being made. For some, like, okay, so this has so many different layers to it. For some, you're making comparisons within yourself regarding other people's journeys, other people's connections with each other. You're comparing yourself to someone else. Like, if you haven't achieved whatever it is they achieved, you suddenly like, oh, you're just not good enough. You're not skinny enough. You're not pretty enough. I mean, all these like little petty things that's coming to the surface for some of you. For others of you, that comparison is that someone is comparing you to someone else. No. No. No, no, no. You don't have to live up to something. In that second case where someone is comparing you to someone else, the feeling that I'm actually being given, 84% at 327, the feeling that I'm being given is that whoever this is to you, they have been just pining away for you, ridiculously pining away. Is that a pine tree? I always thought that was an oak. Hold up. Oh, fucking A. That's a pine tree? But I thought that was oak. Hold on. It's a pine tree. I don't know. It all looks the fucking same to me. Whatever, Michael. I'm told it's a pine tree. Someone's been pining away for you because you're like over there, like just such a flexible bamboo. Maybe you're Asian. I don't know. I'm Asian. And what? So they're pining away for you. They're comparing you to maybe whoever they're with, whoever they replaced you with, whatever it is. There is a comparison being made, and it's leading to a point of needing change. Okay. What was the number that I said earlier? 84% at 327. So 8 plus 4 is 12. 3 plus 2 plus 7 is 12. 12, 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 33. So 12, 12 is the first steps you take on that 33 journey. Okay, you're going back to a place of elevated ascension. So this information is heaven sent. Again, 33. There's a mirroring that's going on. There's a mirroring going on, okay? So we're being told that we're being lazy in the type of progress we're needing to make in this moment. I don't know if it's lazy or if it's more of like, I just don't want to deal with the bullshit, because those are two different things. They're just two different things. Not wanting to deal with bullshit and being lazy are two different things. So if you're not being lazy, then you're probably being a rebel. Okay, you got me there. You definitely got me there. I'm rebellious to the things I don't want to experience that, and there's nothing anyone can do to force me. Nothing. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do about this? How are you going to allow this to take you to the next level of your growth? Well, first off, you have to see what's going on within your mind. Okay? Your mind has been probably going on hyper overdrive, trying to analyze information that it doesn't have all the components to analyze. In order for a program to run, it needs all the components that's necessary for it to run. Okay, the coding needs to be complete. You can't run a program without the coding being complete. So now I'm kind of wondering, nothingness. In our attempt to separate ourselves from something that was hurting our feelings, something that was causing confusion, something that was causing us to feel as though the struggle was that much harder for us, I'm wondering if we've gone ahead and completely removed the portion of the code that we need. So if that's the case, that would probably be why there's so much indication of a need for reconciliation as well as reconnection. I just looked down and I was told to make this comparison. Completely different deck. So playfulness and playful. I'm wondering if we're taking things a little too serious. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm pretty obnoxious and don't take anything serious. And by the time I take something serious, it's because I have no choice but to be serious. So rebelliousness. I'm being told to bring this card out again. The rebel. Rebelliousness. In any case, this is a rebirth that's occurring. We are needing to take ourselves out of the current disrupted, incomplete program that we've been running for however long you've been running it, and allow yourself to enter into a new program. This new program is what's being brought in. It's what's coming in. As BLUERAYs, we have the ability, as elevated BLUERAYs, we have the ability to pull in coding that's foreign to this earth plane. We just do. This is not something we even have to try to do. This is something that's just a part of our existence, part of the reason we incarnate in such large numbers. 79% at 333. Oh, card number 3. Creativity. You have to allow your soul to use creativity to affect you in a positive way. For those of us who have become rebels to our own cause, soul will find a new way to touch you, to reach you. A lot of synchronicities are to be expected during those periods where soul is attempting to communicate something intense. Those things that are being communicated that are intense might be things that are very, very difficult for you to allow yourself to process. And I mean, all I can really say about that is tough titties. You're going to have to process that shit regardless. You know, you can't just be like, oh, I'm not going to because I don't want to. I mean, you could, but I'm pretty sure that's going to suck. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that's going to suck. It's going to be something that causes much more strife for you, more conflict with other people, making you feel more displaced than you already are. Just a whole bunch of different things. I mean, you're free to do whatever you feel. You know, you definitely are free to do whatever you feel. And whatever you select is really what's going to cause you to experience your lessons in different ways. So it's like I said, it's up to you. Let's pull some cards. Let's see. So this is telling a story of how you got hurt. There was this like potential request for you to sacrifice something by letting it go, and maybe you weren't ready to. And the gravity of that led to the gravity of that unfair, unrealistic request led to tremendous amounts of disharmony within yourself. It affected whatever connection you had. It caused you to pause in your own journey, because it's that feeling of having your heart ripped out, having your identity stripped from you. Part of the reason why I'm just so like sick of the twin flame, twin ray shit is because when people don't grasp what that connection is really supposed to be for, when it's strictly seen as romantic obligation, when that crashes and burns, which is about 95% of the time, okay? It's about 95% of the time that when people find an individual that they, and I'm just pulling that number out of my ass for whoever's asking. It sure feels like about 95% of the, see, now it's increasing. It's a high percentage. It's a very, very high percentage. When people identify an individual as their twin, it usually crashes and burns. And what ends up happening when it crashes and burns? That is your identity as you saw yourself and your expectations of your path. Now that you found this person who you chose to identify, it's like your identity was stripped away. It's like your entire heart was ripped out your chest, all the way up to the base of your throat, making it so difficult to even speak your truth anymore. And not to mention not knowing what your truth even is at that point. It's just one of those things where, you know, if you don't allow yourself to be fully present and fully feel, you can definitely fall into these traps. And even sometimes that being fully present and fully feeling, it's not necessarily to confirm that this is a romance you're supposed to be in. Sometimes that's an indicator that you are avoiding the connection to begin with, because you do recognize there is a potential romantic aspect to it that maybe scares you. So you have to be very aware of the root causations of a lot of the behaviors you're participating in. So card number 36, Witch, the magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Just let that motherfucker flow. Let your path flow. Sometimes we work a little too hard to stop our own flow out of fear. And although that's normal, although it's a natural knee-jerk reaction, that blocking up your flow, it creates blockages. And unless you want to deal with having to correct the blockages at a later date, sometimes it's best to just not allow for blockages to begin with, you know? It's getting dark. Better hurry the fuck up. There's no lights in this room. I'm sitting on the floor with pillows behind me. Actually, no, that's not a lie. That's a lie. I am on the floor on an air mattress. Just ruined the whole deck. All right. Ooh. I'm going to just keep pulling until a card flies out. There you go. Oh. Here we go. All right. Queen of Winter, strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. This divorce could be um, something energetic. It doesn't necessarily have to be a legal, law-bound type of divorce. Okay, it could be this sense of divorcing your energetic counterpart. Like you're just so sick of this shit, and like it just needs to go. It just, or maybe that's me. I don't know. I don't know. Um. Oh. So there's this like blip of what if you're divorcing, like spiritually divorcing an individual because of what that individual represents. Maybe it's a representation of an uncontrolled life where they'll bring out like, I don't know, they'll bring things out of you that aren't necessarily bad, but are things that you're afraid of because you still struggle with a sense of control. Like you need to control your life, you need to control your behaviors, you need to control your decisions, you need to control your path. And this person represents such unbridled power and potentiality. And I know I'm getting aggressive too, Joy. She's growling. I don't know what it is. So it might be something like that, you know? Ace of Autumn, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project, a happy change in your career. Changes. So that happy change in your career, I feel like that has to do with your soul's career. For the souls that keep incarnating every time there's a change, every time there's a need for a shift within the consciousness of the collective whole here on earth. That's part of your career. You're sent out on missions, missions. And it's going to be a happy change. Does that mean we're avoiding worst case scenario? Is that taken off the table? Like if once you take it off the table, block that bitch from coming back because I'm really sick of that bitch coming back. Is it really off the table? Like worst case scenario? That's some good shit. Worst case scenario is just removed from the table. That is some good shit. If you guys don't know what worst case scenario is, consider yourself lucky. I lost like a year's worth of sleep off this shit. Like a year's worth of sleep off this worst case scenario that kept being shoved in my face. That's good. But Michael is saying that doesn't mean we are absolved of all the work that still needs to be done. For those of the BLUERAYs who, you can feel you're here for some greater purpose. You can feel you're different. You can feel you're here for some greater purpose. You still have a lot of fucking work to do. Don't think that that's a pass for you to kind of just like, go to the beach and stay there. I don't fucking think so. If I gotta work, you gotta work. It's fucking petty, but we're on a petty planet. If I gotta work, you gotta work. We all gotta fucking work, okay? This is a fucking company meeting right now. Everybody that's not doing their job, your name is getting a tick beside it. You're getting a fucking big ass red check mark beside it. Someone put a red check mark in the comments. Thank you. I'm just saying, this is a fucking company meeting. You don't get to quit your job. Okay? Your ass better show up. All right. 10 of the Summer, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Raising children wisely. I'm wondering if we're going from like that inner child work and then entering into a phase of spiritual adulthood, because there's just so much. How long has this? Hold up. Let's do some fucking research real quick. Who started inner child? Okay. The term child ego state, which in some models is called the inner child, was originally coined by Eric Berne, a Canadian psychoanalyst and the founder of transactional analysis. Okay, well, when did he do it? When did he start talking about this shit? um, no, okay. It says Carl Jung is often referenced as the originator of the concept of the divine child archetype. So it's really within some of our lifetimes, okay? Some of you that are here with me right now, watching either live or recorded, you might have already been born when they started with this shit. You're not still a child. You've had how many years to grow? I think we need to allow our concepts of ourselves to also grow right along with us. Yes, we can still talk about the inner child, but I mean, at some point, we need to begin addressing the adult. When the child continues to act up, this is my logic as a parent of how many freaking babies. Um, when I witness my child constantly acting up, there's no way in hell you're going to convince me there's a problem with a child. There's no way in hell you are going to convince me that the child is a problem. Nope. We're going to look at the diet. We're going to look at the environment. We're going to look at the clothing. We're going to look at the struggles within the child. We're going to look at the adults that are around the child. What the fuck is actually going on to cause this child to continue to struggle with their existence? Instead of putting myself in the child's shoes, which is what I would probably do at the beginning of it, I'm going to allow this to progress, and I'm not just going to put myself in the child's shoes. I'm going to go ahead and be the adult in the child's life and seek out the root causation of what's causing that child to struggle. Is it some sort of attention issue? Is it some sort of overstimulation of their sensory issue? Is it something of, is there neglect? Is there abuse? What is fucking going on that this child is struggling? So what if you're that child? What is fucking going on in your life that you have not yet addressed that's causing you to continue to struggle with yourself and your life? What is it? We're not looking for blame. We're looking for the root of what's causing you to hurt and continue to bleed all over these people who were not even present when the wound was first inflicted. What is it? Let's find it. Let's find it. Let's cut out whatever necrotized, whatever rotted, whatever's not salvageable. Cut that out. You can't do anything about that anymore. Stitch that bitch shut. Sprinkle some magic powder over it to make sure it clots properly. Keep it clean. Keep it aired out. Stop trying to cover it up, because that's the very thing that keeps that wound festering and fresh. We have to begin the process of really finding what is it that's causing us to behave the way we behave. And it's not enough. It's not enough to find out. Once you find out, you need to do something about it. Once you find out, you have to be the adult in your life. You have to choose to help heal the child within as an adult, not as a child who doesn't know how to communicate their needs, who doesn't have enough life experience to understand the emotional processes that are happening. You have to allow yourself to mature to the point of intellectual adulthood. And a lot of the things that we see within social media, within what's accepted as normal and acceptable, a lot of that is just really not acceptable. It's really not adult behavior. Adult in the sense of a perfectly balanced, very real, authentic individual. I don't mean adult as in like, oh, I'm an adult because I work and I pay my bills. No, that's servitude. That's not adulthood. That's servitude. Yeah, no, that's just some bullshit stuff that we're told we have to do. Adulthood is when you recognize there are things that have happened to me in life that need to be further analyzed. And it has to be analyzed because I need to make sense of the effects of these early life causations. These are things that I really need to figure out so I can begin figuring myself out and begin providing for my own needs. So now, 10 of Summer, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Why is it the only one you feel you can't trust is yourself? And I'm guilty of this as well. I can read for all of you with so much accuracy, but I cannot read for myself for shit. For shit. I can have this card and know what the meaning is and have it feel so strongly within me. And then I try and apply that to myself. And then it's like, no, it can't mean that. No, I don't think it's that. Why is it? I can trust someone else to read for me, but I can't read for myself. Why is that? Usually when you have outward trust issues with other people, which I do have, that usually stems from an internal fracturing of your trust. Maybe there's this part of you that felt responsible for whatever happened to you. This part of you that you hold accountable for things that were really out of your control as a child, as a young adult. And it might be that, where you feel like you failed yourself. And in failing yourself, if you can't even take care of yourself like that, then maybe no one else is going to bother doing that. You know, it's that's just like the advice I give out, but I don't actually take myself. I can see them avoiding the pain. I don't give advice. Nah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Like, I don't know. I just kind of share, share how I see it. And then I'm like, but you do you. Man, I can't even do shit for myself. I don't expect you to value what I say. 10 of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones. What is this? Okay. This video will now be demonetized. Because fuck that shit. So I'm looking at these cards, okay? Hold up. Okay, so now's the time to focus on your career. Take steps to ensure financial security, making wise investments or planning for retirement, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. I'm wondering if there's going to be possibly, and I don't watch the news, so there's no, I'm not fucking watching the news to confirm this shit. Okay, I don't care enough to. Because I feel like all of it is bullshit. So I'm wondering if there's already talks or will be talks of another round of stimulus, stimulus checks, and to lull the population. That's fine. People can be lulled all they want. That's fine. While the world is being lulled, while nations are lulling their people, you keep doing your work, okay? You keep doing the work. You keep stacking your chips. There's some shit that's about to pop off. This is not to cause fear. This is to let you know. So when things do pop off, 64% at 352. When things do pop off, you're like, fuck that. I got this. I'm ready. Emmie told me about this shit a while back. So 64% at 352. That comes out to 1010. This is a recognition of a journey needing to take place. You get 1010, the recognition that a journey should take place. 1111 is the planning of that journey, the guidance to help you begin preparing in here and in here, the steps that will happen when you go to 1212. 1212 is when you're actually taking the steps, okay? I don't get one of those either, Miss Melissa. It's just some bullshit. But I will be part of the team that fucking pays that shit back. Woo! But, okay, I'm not even going to be bitter about that. I would rather, because no matter what, they're going to fucking rape my fucking income anyways. I would rather that money go to people. rather than fueling the war industry, rather than continuing to be the purse they dip from when they go and invade other nations. I would rather that shit go. I don't give a shit how you spend your money. Enjoy that shit. Merry fucking Christmas. If you're gonna take my money anyways, give it to my fucking people. Let them buy whatever trinkets they want to buy. I'm just saying. Okay? You want to use it to feed people? Then fucking take that money, use it to feed people who can't buy food. I'm not going to be here complaining about, those lazy ass people on welfare. Shut the fuck up. That's not free money. You got to fucking prove that you qualify. Okay. Anyways. King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. I so am not emotional about all of the shit that Michael tends to show me consistently. All I gotta say is I'm very pleased that worst case scenario was taken off the table. Worst case scenario obliterates a large portion of the population. Between that extreme and this, we're in the middle. So there's still going to be a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, a lot of opportunities for us to grow as a people. And we have to take advantage of those opportunities to grow. We cannot allow for any opportunities to be missed. We now have I'm telling you, this is a fucking business meeting right now. It's a company meeting. I'm just saying. Aisle 5 is about to have a meltdown. We just got to keep stacking chips, stocking shelves, whatever it is you need to do to make sure you're okay. Adjust what you purchase things for. I think it would be much more important to use a larger portion of what you have set aside to kind of just like squander, because we're being honest here, right? We tend to set aside a certain amount that we'll use to squander. It's okay. It's your fucking money. You earned it. And even if you didn't earn it, as long as your name is on that check, it's fucking yours. Spend however you want. I'm not here to tell you how to spend or to guilt you the way you spend. But I'm wondering if maybe a larger percentage of whatever that amount is you set aside, aside from taking care of, your needs, your in real life needs of food and shelter, utilities, I'm wondering if it's best to maybe use a portion of that to, get a little bit more food, get maybe some supplies you might need. I don't believe we're going to be entering into some zombie shit. I just don't. I believe those programs that were run regarding zombies is just to program us to be okay to commit some grievous harm to other people unnecessarily. I just feel like if you have just a little bit extra food, when they start talking, and I don't mean you need an entire fucking pantry. I mean, unless you're Mormon and that's your thing. In that case, I mean, stock 2 pantries for all I care. Like, you do you, boo. But if you just have maybe like a couple days more food, maybe a couple cans of food. When people start using all of this fear stuff on the news, you're like, no, I'm still good. I got a couple cans of Spam. And for those of you that are, I don't know who's thinking this, but I can feel this aggression like, oh, I got some guns. I'm going to go to so-and-so's house. I hope they don't have a gun too, because that's not going to end very nicely for either party, I'm just saying, think about your own stuff, maybe just buy an extra can here, extra can there. I don't feel you need a stash. I feel you, for your emotional security, needs to have this thing that you can see outside of yourself that lets you know, like, oh, I'm going to be okay. I think no matter what, you're going to be okay. No matter what. But to be able to see, like, oh, I got some cans in this house. There's some cans in this house. Sing that song to yourself when you go grocery shopping. It might help you. Just sing that song. There's some Spam in this house. We have extra supplies and food just for this reason, and chickens. My brother got chickens. He named them after the pop stars, the female pop stars. He has 7. One is named Shakira. I think he said Miley, Britney. I don't know. These bitches are laying eggs. I don't care what their names are. We gonna drive to his house and we gonna party over there. I'm just saying. I don't have any chickens. I don't have any wildlife like that. I got a Joy, and she's pretty wild, and that's all I want. That's the only wild I need in my life. Amplify your positive emotions. Okay? Just amplify. Amplify. I'm sorry, my Filipino's coming out. Amplify. Just give me a second while I collect my Filipino back into myself. Amplify your positive emotions. Like I said, I'm not encouraging you to get canned food because you're in danger of starving. I'm encouraging you to get 1 or 2 cans so you can calm the fuck down and know you're going to be okay. You're not going to starve. You're not going to have to shoot people, raid houses. You got your own fucking cans in your cupboard. I even like 3 cans. Just fucking set some shit aside. Everything will be fine. This is to calm your feelings, calm your fear. Because I'm going to be really honest. Video is probably going to get demonetized anyways. I feel like the news is about to announce some fucking petty ass bullshit to rile everyone up. If it doesn't have to do with war with another nation, then it probably has to do with trying to incite war between the races. They don't give a shit about us, y'all. They don't give a fucking shit about us. They never have. Don't think that this is one race pitted against another. This is about controlling the population. And if you have your 3 fucking cans of Spam, all you need is 3. 1 for you, 1 for a friend, and 1 to fucking throw at people who are getting too fucking rowdy. You tie a little string to the pop thingy and you can pull it back to you, throw it again, pull it back, throw it again. I'm just saying, be efficient in what you do. You can't keep my fucking Spam just because I threw it at you. I want that shit back. I have other people to throw Spam at too. Card number 32, trust your own understanding. You know where you're at. You know where you live. You know how the people where you live act. You know, someone once said to me when someone who wasn't anywhere near where I was living at the time, if we're going to be honest, someone in California. They said that if shit popped off, they were going to go drive to the area where I live. Well, I used to live. I was a farm. And they said they were going to go there with their guns and take over a farm. And I said, well, good luck with that shit. All the neighbors at that farm, they all fucking know how to shoot. There's a shooting range just down the road and there's people shooting all the fucking time. I had an 80-year-old man come up to me at the shooting range talking about we need more motherfucking guns in this fucking country. I was like, oh, I like you. I'm just saying, you're not going to get your way there. It's just not going to happen. I don't care how old they are. It's just not going to happen. So you know your area. You know your area. You know which neighbors would be good to kind of pair up with, support each other, keep each other nice and comfortable and safe. You know which neighbors are fucking shady as fuck. When you see them outside, put the deadbolt and the chain. Don't even say hi. Let them know you're not welcome here. I'm just saying. You just know which neighbor that is. It's usually me. I'm joking. Okay, card number 32, trust your own understanding. You know what you need, okay? Maybe you have like a potato allergy. You can't do Spam. Potato has Spam. Spam has potato. Card number 45, empowerment. Allow the storms to empower you as much as the clear skies, okay? What do storms do? Emmie, how can the storms empower us? That's a shitty period. Actually, I beg to differ. Storms are the parts of your life where all the bullshit is cleared out, because it's not just the sprinkling of rain. It's a torrential downpour that has the ability, the power, the authority to terraform the landscape of your mind, of your life. So let those storms terraform you. Let them change you into a better expression of your truth. Allow yourself to rise back up, swinging like the fucking gangster that you are. I don't know where I put Bish. All right. Here we go. Final couple cards, and then we gotta go. Then we gotta get back on Tiki Talk. Okay, I think I have enough battery to get back on TikTok. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you ain't got a TikTok, you might as well join just for me. Then comment on my videos. I joined just for you. I'm just saying, who knows? I might pull 3 cards for you there. Who knows? I might do a response. Okay, girl, I'm lying. I don't know how to do a response. I don't know how. Eventually, I'll figure it out. And at that point, I might. Who knows? Okay. All right. Michael called me out on my own bullshit. He was like, you don't know how to do that. Woo! I know. I held out too. I had that account for a couple years already and never did anything with it. Guru Gabe told me, like, you need a TikTok. I was like, I don't need a fucking TikTok. He goes, trust me, you need a TikTok. I don't fucking need a TikTok. 2.5 years later, shit, I'm on TikTok. All right, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Success, advantage, well-being, abundance, good health, difficulties surmounted. This is the BLUERAY card, okay? That's the face we make as a tribe. Look at that smug shit right there. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Prosperity without happiness. Misused wealth. Wasted money. Excuse me. Corruption by money. Miserliness. Greed. Fool's gold. So here's the thing. Don't fall for this. That's why this card is popping up. Focus on this. You have a choice. Are you going to focus on a life that's right side up, or are you going to fixate on the parts of you that are upside down? Because when you fixate on the parts of you that are upside down, what you're actually doing is empowering this to perpetuate. Creation does not deal in the negatives. It does not hear you say, I don't want a shitty life. All it hears is shitty life. And when it hears shitty life, it's like, okay, here's another hot fucking serving, fresh out the ass. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. A journey, advancement into the unknown, alteration, flight, absence, change of residence. A journey, advancement into the unknown, alteration, flight, absence, change of residence. So, okay, what I was focusing on was change of residence. That's what got my attention. So I'm kind of feeling like you're going to shift where you exist within your thoughts, within your mind. I don't necessarily feel like all of us have to move. Unless you live in California, the state that I'm currently in right now, that state fucking sucks. You probably should move. California girls were unforgettable. Da, 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 bikinis on top. Oh, stop. I'm fucking from California. I lived in California my whole life until I did an exodus out of California because fuck this place. 5 of Wands. Unsatisfied desires, labor, violent strife, obstacles. No matter what happens, you have choices, you have options. You can either choose to waste your energy on fighting things that you don't need to fight, or you can choose to use your energy for where it's really needed. Sometimes you can avoid the fight. Sometimes you have to really just roll your sleeves up, take off your fucking chanclas, start throwing that bitch, and get your can of Spam and throw that too. Sometimes you just got to put your fucking back into it. Or sometimes you just need to back out and be like, I'm good. I don't need to prove shit to you. Like, I'm good. You know? I'm good. Massachusetts also said, I didn't say that. I don't know. Have I been to Massachusetts? Where is that on the map? Is that like below? I don't fucking know. I think I've been there. There's only like maybe 5 or 6 states that I haven't been to. All right. 10 of Cups in reverse. Loss of friendship, unhappiness, family quarrel, pettiness, rage, difference of opinion. Family quarrel. So, okay. I'm wondering if part of what's shifting is an increase, an amplification in discrepancy between the intact Blu-ray code and the fallen Blu-rays. I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but this video is already demonetized. I might as well piss other people off too. Yeah. So part of what I'm getting is that those, there's a lot of people who have built some sort of empire, some sort of like business thing, showcasing spirituality and their thoughts and this and that. I'm not saying all the people outside of me who have some sort of spiritual stance, spiritual persona, spiritual products are part of the fallen. But I will say that a large portion are. Okay. The ones who are more focused on profit, building some sort of like celebritydom from it, there's a very high likelihood they are from the fallen tribes. Now, what I'm getting is that there's going to be an uptick in the manipulation tactics that are used. These manipulation tactics, it might really make you feel badly about yourself. And not badly about yourself because you're now doing plenty of introspection and you're seeing all the ways in which the coping mechanisms you had adhered to most of your life were toxic. No, I'm talking about these are the people who will flat out tell you that you're not enough, that you're doing it wrong, and you need to do it like them in order to reach whatever they've reached, which is a shit show. We equals, okay? We equals. We either shoulder to shoulder or you not staying. No. No, I don't. No. No. You are no less than anyone else. And just because you are not cognitive of that yet doesn't mean shit. And if someone is going to be placed on some sort of spiritual pedestal and they can't see that about you and everyone else, they need to get the fuck off the pedestal because I'm about to burn that shit down. Okay, I'm not about burning witches, but I am about burning fucking pedestals. I don't fucking think so. So keep your wits about yourself, hike up your fucking chonies, tie your boots on double knotted. We got some shit we are going to need to do. A lot of that shit that we're going to need to do has to do with you finding your power inside yourself. No more looking for it outside of you. No more like waiting for someone to validate you. These are things that really you need to choose these things, okay? I'm not telling you what to choose. What I'm trying to communicate. I'm all riled up. What I'm trying to say is you need to find it within yourself to choose things for yourself. And however you're going to experience that should be all up to you. Okay? There's nothing elevated about me. Yes, I'm kind of different on a whole different something. I don't fucking know. But we still equal in this place, okay? I still had to traverse the vaginal canal. Oh no, I was a C-section. I didn't traverse anything. I was a C-section. I still had to exist within a womb. You had to exist within a womb. I had to exist within a womb. All of us at some point in our life, we couldn't even hold our head up right. We had to have our necks supported. We all start in the same place. We do. So that means you will forever be my equal. I will forever be your equal. We're all human beings here. We all need our own path that we choose for ourselves. And what? Who was filleted? Yes. We all need to elevate each other. And sometimes that elevation comes through challenge. Sometimes that elevation comes from soft spoken words. I mean, whatever it is, just follow me on TikTok, create your account, follow me, join me there for readings. Just saying, shameless plug. Let's do this. I'm all out of cards. I don't know where my bish thing is. So it's time for me to go. Okay. It's time. I'm talking about C-section, but I wasn't even cut. I wasn't filleted. I mean, and fillet is like, cutting near the bone to remove. There's no, I mean, unless you're cutting into the pubic bone. Let me just stop. All right. Love you guys. Catch me on TikTok. Oh, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Most importantly, please give this thumbs up because that will trigger the algorithms for YouTube. I don't give a shit if they demonetize this. I'm not fucking, fuck you, YouTube. Okay. Gotta go. Bye.